morning, this is Samual Garnett reporting from the Foreign Exchange desk at the Eiger Group in the City of London. So looking at yesterday's general market news, the main event which we were anticipating yesterday was the US Federal Reserve monthly meeting. The US Federal Reserve confirmed last night, in essence, they would not be raising interest rates for the US economy and indeed for the global economy effectively until at least 2014 to 2015. Alongside this, the US Fed also announced an open-ended quantitative easing program, fundamentally meaning that the US Fed is prepared to expand its balance sheet to try and stimulate the US economy over the coming months and into 2013. This was huge news for the currency markets in general. The effects on the dollar was colossal. The residual effect also on a variety of dollar pairs, including sterling dollar, was also pronounced. Overnight we saw sterling dollar touch a high of 1.62. Euro dollar also managed to touch 130.50 at one point in last night's trading. Sterling euro also is hugely affected, as we know, by euro dollar movements, and the pair in fact touched a low of 1.2380 in last night's trading. Yesterday had no UK data of note to potentially affect these currency movements, so we really saw sterling being battered around by the dollar movements and indeed by wider market euro movements. Looking at the Eurozone, we saw no major news yesterday for the single currency. However, we did see, and this was slightly under the radar, so to speak, a small loan being confirmed by the European Investment Bank for Greece, a small loan to the tune of around about 1.4 billion euros. However, the market has digested this overnight and it is assisting the continued euro rally at the moment. Looking at today, we have fairly little data for Europe and the UK once again. However, we are anticipating further volatility as the effects of last night's Federal Reserve meeting continue to be felt by the markets. We do have a small amount of US economic data this afternoon also, but again, we expect this is going to have fairly limited perceptible impacts on currency pairs, bearing in mind wider market developments at the moment. We anticipate once again another volatile day's trading. Sterling pairs, sterling dollar and sterling euro, we anticipate are likely to lose traction this afternoon. Euro dollar also, so we expect a quiet afternoon but volatility this morning. This is Samuel Garnett reporting from the Eiger FX desk at the Eiger Group in the City of London.